How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video. So in the last video I made on the Cummins on the 2003 Ram that I'm trying to repair, I went over everything that was wrong with the engine, and I was kind of deciding or trying to decide what to do going forward after finding all that stuff wrong with it. I wanted to see if it was worth getting a remanufactured engine, maybe a used engine, or rebuilding the one that it had. And rebuilding it, unfortunately, was not an option. The block was way too messed up. So I was looking into a remanufactured engine, but those are way too expensive. That one, just the block and the head, 3,800 bucks. It did have like an 18-month warranty or something like that, but I still needed injectors and a bunch of other stuff. So I went ahead and got a used engine. And this is it right here. And as you can see, I already took some of the stuff off that I didn't need because it did come out of a automatic truck. It is a 305 horsepower, same as the one that came out of the truck, but I took off this transmission cooler, this line that goes around. I took off the power steering pump, the AC compressor. I also took off the turbo, as you can see right now, and my GoPro died while I was doing that, so I didn't record everything. But one thing I did notice is that this motor looks a lot cleaner from the inside than the other one. As you can see right here, the other one had like gunk. It almost looked like gum, like maybe like this stuff, but inside. I went ahead and popped this off because I wanted to replace this gasket that goes right here. It was a little leaky. That's why it's a bit dirty. And I also wanted to check this stuff. This is what I found in the other engine. If you remember the video, if you saw the other video, some of these were broken and missing, and all of these seem to be intact. They're all there. None of them are broken off, because I think that's what happened to the other one. In this piston, the cylinder, this stuff broke off, fell in there, and it got smashed and it messed up the block. I also want to replace this seal back here right now that it's open. And then I also deleted or took off the heater hose, the tube for the heater core. There's a metal one that goes right here, and then it had a line running through here down to this fitting. But I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. I'm gonna run some hose up out towards the fender, around, far away from the exhaust, back this way and into the heater core. A little bit of info on the engine. It's, like I said, it's a 5.9, same as the other one, from a 2500 Ram 2003 as well. It had about 180,000 miles. That guy gave me a 30-day warranty, and I'm already a week into that, and so I need to throw it in as fast as I can. So without further ado, let's get into it. I put the adapter plate, the new clutch, and then right now I have to go pick up a little dowel pin for right here. So it's going. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mount the turbo on this side. That's the turbo, and then I need to put that elbow behind it that goes connected to the exhaust. Alright, so now I bought a little scale that you can put right here, and I want to go and bring it because I weighed it before I put the clutch and the turbo. So this is pretty much how it's going to sit when it's going into the truck. So my cherry picker, it's only 1 ton, so I want to have it at least right here so I can have some reach when I'm trying to go into the truck, because I don't want to have to put it back over here. So I'm gonna get that scale, put it right there, and see how much it weighs. Okay, it's fully suspended on there, and we're at 1,100 pounds. So 100 pounds over what that half a ton thing says. It should be all right. It's only 100 pounds more. Okay, so I went ahead and took off the fan from the front to make it easier to install and to move around. And I'm also going to be putting on the old one that I had. And right now I'm going to start snaking in the harness everywhere it goes. I'm also going to try to put the dipstick in and bolt it onto here. It goes secured up here at the horn. So, all right. All right, so the truck is inside now, and the motor is right there. So it's time to put that motor in its home. Okay, so I got it rotated the way it should be, and I like that it's hanging like that. I'll just have to pick it up over the cross member right there. Hopefully with that angle it has, I can get it to mate up to the transmission a little easier. I'll just put the transmission up with the jack and see if they can mate, and then let it down. Please work with me so we can get you home. Watch your feet. See, that's the issue that I knew I would never need to. Okay, so that's where I was fearing The oil pan has not cleared the cross member, and it's already hitting up here. I think I'm gonna have to try to remove that harness that was there, or that is there, and because it's hitting the harness, so maybe with just the harness out of the way, I can creep it up and go down little by little, because the front of the oil pan, the sump part, might start clearing. Maybe I need to tilt it more like that. Yeah. Put a strap here and wrench it, strap it or whatever, and do that. But we'll see. So we put that ratchet strap right here and try to tilt it like this more. It looks like we have a little bit of room. Okay, so I either have to remove the oil pan, which is like 40 screws, or just undo this valve rocker stuff. I'm gonna take these two off, take the rocker arms off, and then take the push rods off, and then remove the injector. I'll have to remove this thing and then take out the... So we got all that stuff off in the very back, and it looks like it might work. Now the thing that I'm concerned about is where the chain is attached to back there. I might need to undo that too, because if you see the oil pan, it's nowhere near clearing the cross member, so I can't start going down till a good while. So I think... Okay, so we took off this. You see, I don't think she's... Yeah. So we took off this hook, and I'm using this one that I bought on Amazon. Alright, so as you can see, the truck is not in the garage anymore. I was able to get the motor in there finally. In the last video you saw, I was putting or changing the attachment point in the rear of the engine closer to the front. I removed the hook that goes in the back of the engine, and I used another one that I bought on Amazon, which helped move the chain farther forward. So I was able to get more clearance in the top, but at the bottom I still had to remove the motor mounts, the towers that bolt up to the side of the block. I took those off, and I was able to get enough clearance to actually slide the motor in, made it up to the transmission, put the bell housing bolts, and then I put the motor mounts back on and finally set it in the truck. So the truck's been running pretty good. The engine works great, sounds great. But it has developed an issue unrelated to the engine itself. It's electronic or something like that. I have to figure it out, but that's a topic for another video. But that's gonna be it for this video. I was having a lot of issues with my camera. It kept dying on me, so I started getting frustrated, so I just left the filming alone. And I was also frustrated because it took me about another 5 hours to get the motor in there. So total, I spent about 7 hours just trying to get the motor in there, but I finally did. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe to my channel if you want, and we'll see you guys in the next one.